It's your boy, Simon Phoenix. This is Shots Fired. What up? What up? What up? Well, what's good with it? And thank you for attending another Shots Fired Sunday night rant. I'm your boy, Simon Phoenix. If you don't know how this works, please allow me to explain. So, for the Sunday night rant, if you would like your question discussed, chit-chatted about, chopped up, broken down, however you like to say it, then you're going to send that to my Facebook inbox, Simon Phoenix, the Shots Fired podcast inbox, or you can hit the email at simonphoenix@gmail.com. So, with all of that information, you can get your questions answered or talked about. That's how we do over here. Aight. So, I got an email today, and this email goes into this right here. It says, yo, Simon Phoenix, I know you seen this post today about first dates. What is your breakdown? Please, sir, give us some game. And what they're referring to is, I've said several times, I'm in a Facebook group, and one of these groups is good for a show every day. Every day is something in there I could go in on. That's just taken so left field crazy, it makes it interesting. And today's post was, do you think you should have an extravagant first date? So I was like, ooh, I could really dig off deep into that one. I've had some first dates in my life. I got a little old man game in my pocket. I could do very well with this one. So I said, all right, let's do it. So I decided to break it down. And in reality, there's two types of dates. There is your cheap date that normally entails going for coffee, walks, things of that nature, ice cream, so on and so forth. And then there is your big money dates. This is your, hey, let's go out to a nice restaurant. For those of you who pay attention to restaurants on that level, we talking about, some Wolfgang Puck status. We talking, I'm not going to really say Ruth Chris, but in that lane for middle America, that's a step up from Red Lobster. So I'm going to say it, but that ain't really a real boss's dinner in reality. But somewhere where you can easily catch a $200 tab. You ain't worked really hard at that. That is a big money date. That's a boss up date. Trips. I'ma fly you out. We gonna go to Jamaica. That kind of stuff. Boss moves, as they say, right? So you really only have those two levels of dates that are really in the dating startup kit. Everything else is kind of broken down more based on how the relationship is and what that person likes. That's going to change. So let's get into the pros for the two. So the pros for the cheap date is your time is used well. What do I mean by that? It means that when you go on this type of date where you are there for the chitter chatter, then you're going to learn that person. You're going to get to understand the ins and out. And they, in turn, will get to see how you move. So that's why people say a walk is a good date, because the whole time you're on the walk, you are checking for the vibe. Hopefully, you are hopefully vetting that person. For those of you who don't understand what that means that you're just saying you have a checklist in your mind of, hey, do they like dogs? I like dogs. I'm going home, have a dog. They need to like dogs. They need to at least not be allergic to dogs and hate dogs' guts. That you're breaking it down in your mind. You got certain questions, what you want to do in 5 years, how many kids you want to have, so on and so forth. So that allows for that time, because during said walk, your carriage ride, you're hanging out at the fair, there is a lot of interaction within this type of date. That's why me personally, I'm a huge fan of first dates need to be go shoot pool. Because see, pool is a non-contact sport, but there's still the element of I'm gonna whoop your ass. And that allows you to see where the competitive nature is with the person. But you can also introduce alcohol in a I'm trying to get you drunk, feel on you kind of way. So I'm just a huge person to say, like, yeah, one of your first dates, you really should be going to play pool, because that gives you that great opportunity to really chop it up, to really talk. But this also shows that you're creative, because you're going to try to go out the norm if you got a little game with you. So that might mean a picnic. That might mean you had a first initial conversation. She told you that she was into horses. You took her to a 4-H fair. Y'all walked around looking at the different horse breeds. You know, the little creativity goes a long way with women. So that is a great thing in the cheap date realm. And I think lastly, and probably most importantly, is within all of that chitter chatter, within gaining all of that information, right? You get to be able to put the person in a situation where you can see who they really are. And that is very important for you as a person, that you're not wasting time. Now, I'm saying this more towards men, since men are traditionally the ones who will initiate and pay for a first date. So I'm speaking all of this from a man's point of view. Now, let's get off into the pros of the big money date. Now, the pros of the big money date is it shows that you are financially stable. Now, I know there's going to be a caveat to that, and we're going to get to that later. But initially, it shows that you are financially stable. If you take a woman to a 5-star restaurant on your first date, she's going to think you got some bread. Just is what it is. And that to her will translate to you're financially stable. Number 2, it will show that you are a man of power, because you will gain a lot of respect as you enter a establishment like this. Especially if we get off into talking about trips, you flew somebody out to come see you. That status a thing. Yeah. Really show the kind of power you got to say, yo, I snap my fingers and you instantly appear. That's how I move. And power is enticing. So you're definitely going to get some perks, some brownie points for that. And then last, but really connecting into that, is that this power and this energy that you're giving off will be read as your boss, because it's a boss move to fly somebody out. It's a boss move to take somebody to a restaurant that you have to have reservations for to be able to sit down. And that might take weeks to months to get into some of these establishments. So these are considered boss moves. So let's take a quick break, and then we'll get off into the cons of these two ideas after the break. And then I'll give you my final analogy of which one I think is better for you as a man, and in reality better for women if they are the person that's being taken out on one of these lovely excursions, as they say. So let's get off into a commercial break. You know your boy, I gotta pay them bills. I gotta pay them bills, bro. I gotta make that money. So let's do a commercial break and then we'll be right back. Hey! Remember back in the days when you used to jump on the dance floor when you heard a groove like this, but your body just won't let you do it any longer? Well, hey, I got the situation set for you, baby. What you need to do is get with Earl's Aspirin Cream. That's right, Earl's Aspirin Cream. Earl's Aspirin Cream is made from the finest ingredients in America. That's right, here in America, baby. And anyway, Earl's Aspirin Cream is good for those hurting knees, that bad back, those elbows, and those shoulders. And if you don't want to take it from me, then go ahead and listen to one of Earl's happy customers.
Let me tell you, get yourself some Earl's Aspirin Cream, baby. I had a fracture, fucked up hip. I was sitting there in a nursing home of all places. I sat there, I was up and down that nursing home after I sat there and took some Earl's Aspirin Cream. And I ain't no nurse, baby. Earl's Aspirin Cream gave me that marathon strength.
That's right, Earl's Aspirin Cream. Side effects may include bigger balls, increased sex drive, harder erection, larger semen release, growth of facial hair, slide while you're walking, and a strong pullout game. That's right, baby. Earl's Aspirin Cream, here to help you get your groove back.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired Podcast popping.
Stock the Bar Vodka, made right here in Michigan. Distilled from Michigan red winter wheat. The red winter wheat provides this drink with one of the smoothest flavors known to man. Stock the Bar Vodka, premium quality. Our motto is smooth taste with a purpose. And now, the official sponsor of Shots Fired Podcast. Stock the Bar Vodka. Pour up a glass. Drink with a purpose.
Brought to you by Mind Vendor Incorporated in association with Ashy Radio.
Welcome back to Shots Fired with Simon Phoenix.
Yo. So we were discussing the breakdown of the first date and if a extravagant date is the move or is a cheap date more the move. Gave you the pros and cons as I see them for the first two. So let's get off, or should I say I gave you the pros for the first two, and now I'm going to give you the cons, right? So when you discuss a cheap date, off jump, let's just call it what it is. It makes you sound broke. Makes it sound like your pockets is a little bit empty. You struggling out here. That's what it make it look like, right? So we know this. And if the date is just a walk, if the date is to go get ice cream, depending on the woman that you're dealing with, she might perceive this as uncreative or boring. So you're going to have that as well. So you have to really watch how that is going to be perceived. And that comes with the breakdown conversation to get to the first date. Now that might go over some people's head, but you should have a breakdown conversation, meaning you as a man should be fishing for information of things that she may like so you can then give her that experience with you. Because the whole idea is to provide an experience, to give them a memory, and it should be memorable. Now, that being said, the last thing that some women are going to perceive with your cheap date is it's unsexy. Now, me personally, I'm going to tell you, there's several ways to make a cheap date sexy. And it's all about location, location, location. If you as a man got some sense and you live somewhere where it is some water and you're going to do the cheap date, I suggest that you go to the water. Bring food and wine. Good time for little or nothing. She will remember it and she will enjoy it and she will see it as romantic. Guarantee. Now let's go over to the big baller date, to the boss date, right? When you are the guy doing the boss date, the opposite is going to be laid upon you. That some women are going to see that as you're a try-hard. They're going to think that you're faking it to make it. You dig what I'm saying? You pulled up in a '08 Escalade with the beats and the rims. You took it to the 5-star restaurant. You paid in cash. She was peeping your whole swag and Steve, what you had on and everything. It was feeling like, look like you bust the bank for this, bro. You trying a little hard. You trying to buy me. That can happen to you. And when you do these kind of dates, a lot of time outside of the dinner, you know, you took her to extravagant party, a lot of noise, a lot of people. You don't really get that talking, that chance to really get into what that person is about because you're trying to enjoy said thing. And for me, a lot of times, the worst part about spending a large amount of money on a date is you find out you don't like her ass. That is really what it is. You find out she ain't shit and you don't like her. She talk with a lisp. Whatever your thing is, now you done found that out. You know, with the internet dating, she done showed up and she used a picture from 4 years ago. She's 70 pounds bigger, whatever the case may be. Y'all know I know. And you done messed around and you done got the 5-star restaurant. You can't not feed her. You done blew $250 on somebody you never plan on calling again. Oh, hell no. Hell to the no. Like, that is the worst. And that, to me, brings me into my closing thoughts with this. That in closing, for me and to the men that are listening, my suggestion to you as a man will be always go for the cheap date. Think in your mind $25 to $50 on the date. That it should be something that is very casual. It should be something that's very chill and gives you a huge opportunity to pick her brain. So the investment is small, so your ass don't be blowing the cheese on dumb shit. Because at the end of the day, if you don't like her ass, that's that dumb shit. That's just how it break down. You wouldn't throw $200 on the floor for dumb shit if you got any kind of sense and you're trying to build. That's a waste of resources, and you're not going to do that. Let's just keep it a buck. The average person is not going to do that. So don't do that in your dating life, trying to impress a chick that you don't like. Just think how I just said that. That sounds so crazy. You trying to impress a chick you don't like. Like, no, we not doing that over here. So I would suggest that you go the cheap route, that give yourself the opportunity to find out if the person is worth you investing your resources in. Because guess what? Them resources are, or should I say, should be used in several other places. So with those resources, you want to spend them properly, no matter where you are in the financial game of life. You do not want to just be throwing bread to people that you don't like. Because let's be legit. There's a lot of women that are snack pimps. If you don't know what a snack pimp is, let me put you on quick, fast, in a hurry. A snack pimp is a woman that will date you strictly so you can take her out to eat or to be entertained. Stay the hell away from them if you're a man. Hell, stay the hell away from them if you're a woman that date women. Hell, stay away from them if you're a gay guy and you have them as friends, because they do that shit to them too. If you meet these people, avoid them like the fucking plague. That's what I would tell you. Real talk. That's what I would tell you. That's what I would say. I would be like, no, keep them away from me. Oh man. So I got something special I want to play for y'all, so I gotta pull it up. So while I'm doing that, you know your boy, I know that y'all cars is raggedy, and my man hollered at me and was like, yo, bro, hook a player up. I got discounts for him. So shout out to Marky Detail, and told me he got 20% off, get your winter details. And the commercial got all the information, so holla at my mans, all right? All right. Hey, is your car out here looking like a POS? Mostly because it's dirty? Backseat is filled with McDonald's, Burger King, all types of fast food trash. Well, worry no longer, because you can be a happy customer of Marky's Detailing. That's right, Marky's Detailing is here to help you out. Known for their excellent cleaning skills, Marky Detailing will get your car clean from the top to bottom, specializing in getting in that undercarriage. That's right, Marky Detailing. All you need to know is we go where you are. Marky's Detailing is known to come to your location and get your car spotless clean with the latest in technology and ways of cleaning your car and getting in all the nooks and crannies. That's right, Marky Detailing. Hey, you can find us on Facebook, or you can call us direct at 616-502-6131. That again is 616-502-6131. Marky Detailing. Also look for us on Facebook.
Yeah, you know what it is. Shots Fired podcast popping.
All right. So what I wanted to do today was shout out to my man, Red Peso. This right here is a banger. Let me tell you, hot off the presses. This here is a banger. All facts, no cap. Official video. Go check that on YouTube. Organized Crime Entertainment. Go check that out. I'ma just play the joint for y'all, but I'm telling you, it's that shit. All right, let's get it.
Where'd you get this number?
And it's all facts, no cap.
I swear to God.
Push stop, Wayne, if it's a lie.
Stop that shit.
20K and all blues, it gets something stretch. I just opened up an ice house on the west. I'm on Fairbanks, down the street from the projects. I told Gutter, you gotta trust in the process. Strap on me, you gotta miss me with nonsense. They snatched Tay, thought we was out of the contest. They snatched Skinny, my heart dropped in the process. Then they grabbed Stello, I swear to God, I thought I was next. Facing a Rico. We finito, wasn't on a diet, but I was playing with a keto. That ain't our clip if it can't hold over 3-0. Never pissed for a job, but I pissed for a PO. Cannon on me, don't make me shoot you some B-roll. Plug sent the work, I ain't pay, is that a free load? Realest dude from Michigan and standing on business time. Jimmy Choo Timberlands, can't find these in finish line. If it's not Roof, Chris, Osaka, Chop House, I was on Turner and Webster breaking the block down. I was on 5th and Broadway bringing a block out. You was somewhere here in the county about to cop out. I put it on his head, they gon' knock a dread off him. I took over these streets, revved the engine, then sped off him. Now I'm in the sticks, he don't think I'll knock his head off him. Shoot him, it's a double whammy if you get some bread off him. I invested in choppers the whole pandemic, going back and forth to the D when niggas couldn't get it. Showed niggas how to blow Drakes when niggas wasn't with it. Gave niggas hard to be real, I made them come and get it. I told him you ain't re-ing up unless you pulling up. I watched plugs fall off in a drought and couldn't get a buck. Playing with his nose soft white, he couldn't give it up. Presidential Rolex in the trap, diamonds clear as fuck. Fight shooter had to come and take my jury off me. Asking me about my dog and how much my jury cost me. Asking me about a shooting, I don't know. Who is? I don't know. And did he get up out your car? Hell no. I told him book me and don't take me to jail slow. Buying ice by the elbow, that's what you wanna know. Getting this shit from Cali to my zip code. My nigga walked in the post and ain't come home. York Creek bought a Glock with a drum on it.
We needed that.
Red Peso, Organized Crime Entertainment presents all facts, no cap. Check the video out on YouTube. Y'all already know who it is. Simon Phoenix. Holla at your boy. Shots fired. I holla.